Hey guys, we are in Marlborough, Massachusetts today, and we are at Apex Entertainment Center. There's plenty of public parking for free, and you'll see restaurants like Chick-fil-A, Starbucks. There's a few other restaurants in this complex as well. Lots to do. This is where the location of the Marlborough branch of Breakout is, and we are going to try 2 rooms here today, the Undercover Alley and Do Not Disturb. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? This is Brandon from Escape the Rumors, bright and early in Marlborough, Massachusetts, and we're at Breakout in Marlborough, and I'm with Luke. Luke, how are you?
Not too bad, yourself?
Good. So Luke is the general manager here, and we're about to play 2 of the games here that we haven't played yet because you guys have so many, but these are probably the remaining 2 we haven't gotten to yet. First one is Do Not Disturb. The second one is Undercover Alley. I'm not sure which order we're playing them in, but we're gonna try to conquer those 2 today. But before we do that, got some questions for you.
Yes, you do.
So, our very first question for you is, what is one of your favorite games or your more popular games that you have at this location, or in general?
Definitely our kidnapping room. Our kidnapping room is still the one room we have here where you start off handcuffed, which definitely includes a bit of a more interesting twist to the start of the game when your whole group starts off handcuffed. And not only was that my favorite room when I came here and first played, but it's also by far our most popular room. People love the start of that.
People like to be handcuffed, I guess.
Now you know.
So by the way, shout out to Holly Carden. We got our new swag today, designed by Carden Illustrations. You got the logo on the back, and then you got us on the front. The second question for you is, well, I already noticed you had the really cool breakout mask going on. What are some other things that you had to implement due to the COVID situation and pandemic?
Well, first and foremost, we definitely increased the amount of time between each of our games.
Okay.
So we have times to fully deep clean all of our rooms, move through, make sure we really get everything, so nothing lasts, and let everything also dry before the next group gets in there.
Right.
And the biggest is probably the virtual games. We jumped on those virtual games pretty early on, and now we're running virtual games every single day of the week, and we're running them for people all across the world. We get people, Britain, Germany, Turkey, pretty often coming through our rooms.
Yeah. I think we played one remote game from Breakout, which was the Haunted Mansion. Is that one that you guys have? Or?
It is not. In fact, not only do we not have it, I've never actually played it.
So
you can ruin this for me. I don't know it.
I'm not gonna say anything. No spoilers. No spoilers. Another thing we want to know is, what is some of the funny things that you've seen or memorable things that you've seen happen in an escape room at your location?
So, actually one in the kidnapping room I was talking about earlier. We are a private escape room now, but before that, before we became a private escape room, we obviously had multiple different groups to be in the same room. I had 2 different groups go into the kidnapping room. There were 2 couples. They'd never met each other in their life before today. They go into the kidnapping room, start up handcuff. One of the boyfriends finds key, unhandcuffs himself, smiles, unhandcuffs the other boyfriend. They both laughed and then walked out of the room together, leaving the girlfriends handcuffed in the room. Girlfriends did not think it was as funny as the boyfriends did.
Oh, man.
They were cracking up. They were having a great time.
That's so like, I guess, what's the word? Like unperfectly timed? Like it's just, it just worked out that way.
Everything just happened that way. They talked maybe 5 words to each other before that moment. They both, as it was going on, they both like, we know what we're doing here.
That's hilarious.
They both just walked out. They didn't have to talk about it at all. They knew what was going on.
That's awesome. I love that. That's the first. We've never heard that type of story before. All right, Luke, you play escape rooms, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what is one that was memorable for you? It could be one of your locations, another location. Like, what other company or game that you played that stood out for you?
Definitely the U-boat game at Red Fox Escapes. It was an amazing game. I went there just because it was closer to where I live. I saw that like people really loved that room, that game. Went there and just every single thing, it was so amazingly made, like how everything moved inside that room, how large it was. It was awesome.
Right. How many players did you have with you? Do you remember?
We played with 6 people, I believe.
That's a good amount. Yeah, definitely enough to, because there's a lot.
We all spread out, we all went different directions. We had like almost 3 groups of 2, each working on different things at the same time.
Absolutely. Shout out to Red Fox Escapes. And another thing that we want to know personally is, what is something that most people would not know about you? Do you have like a hidden talent, or like are you a rocket scientist and no one knows about it? Like what is a hidden thing about you?
Actually, you just made me think of that right then. I actually study solar panels, and I have a research paper about solar panels.
Wow.
And the effect of like water cooling on them during the summer months in Western Massachusetts, because you have to be very specific. I also like to write stories.
Okay. Anything implemented, like escape room wise stories, or?
Not yet, but I've thought about it and looked about it, but nothing yet.
Okay. Well, hey guys, you gotta make it over here to Marlborough and to Breakout. And if you see Luke, say hi to Luke. And then try out their games. How many games do you have available at this location?
We have 5 different rooms available at this location.
5, yeah. And it's in a really nice complex. You'll see it in the preview. And you won't be disappointed when you come to Breakout, because they have 5 games, they have merchandise, they have really cool t-shirts. And check out our review on what we thought of the 2 games that we played here. And also don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel, so you'll get more sneak peeks of what you can expect inside of the rooms. Puzzle out. Peace.
Good luck. Yeah, invasion. Yeah. Oh, let's go. Locked in, 60 minutes to escape. Think before you move, there's no room for mistakes. You got what it takes.